Steady here with part 6 of our walkthrough of Red Dead Redemption 2. This is the beginning of Chapter 2 and our first time heading into Valentine. We're going to come over here and talk to Uncle.
Ow! Whoa, whoa! Careful not to work yourself to death there, Uncle.
I was thinking.
Yeah, does it pay well?
Oh, eventually.
So, while the rest of us are busy stealing, killing, lying, fighting to try to survive, you get to think all day.
Well, it's a strange world we live in, Arthur Morgan.
Do you want to head into town? See if we can find anything out?
Sure, I got some errands to run.
Great. Go check the horses are ready.
You gonna take the old man into town? Take us too?
Well, what you got planned?
Nothing. We'll find something for y'all to do. We always do.
We're bored out of our minds. Been cooped up here for 2 weeks now. Karen's about ready to murder Grimshaw.
Well, can Miss Grimshaw spare you?
Can Miss Grimshaw spare you? What's happened to you, Arthur? 3 young, healthy women want you to take them a robbing. You're worried about house chores. Let's go.
Fair enough. You got me. Come on then.
I can't believe we're going to see civilization. Feels like weeks since we did.
Yeah, Valentine. Very embodiment of civilization. You ladies are gonna love it.
Okay then. Let's go.
All right. Out through the trees here, then take a left.
Yeah.
So I'm trying out a new format in this video. This is all pre-recorded gameplay, and I'm just going to do a voiceover. I've kind of cut out a lot of the side stuff and just giving you the meat and potatoes. This damn song got stuck in my head for about 6 hours after playing this mission. It was so annoying. So at this moment we're seeing a carriage kind of losing control ahead of us and losing its horses. This is our first opportunity to kind of use the honor system in Valentine and determine if we're going to be helpful or not helpful. I'm definitely doing a more noble playthrough and trying to get my honor up.
All right, I'll see what's going on. Lumbago, really? You all right there, friend?
Oh, hey, you couldn't help me get my other horse back from over there, could you?
Sure, no problem.
Thanks.
Yeah, so catching the horse and actually calming it down was trickier than I thought it was going to be. I ended up chasing him around for a good 30-45 seconds and finally got to him. But you can kind of see here where I'm pressing the calm button, and he lets me walk up to him, and I just give him a pat and then hop on him and bring him back to the gentleman.
Here you go.
You're a gentleman, sir. A gentleman.
No, not really. I was just trying to impress the women.
Well, anyway, thank you.
Come on, let's go.
To Valentine.
You're turning into a regular old fairy.
So I hope this new format works. I like it for 2 reasons. One, you don't have to see me playing dominoes for 45 minutes or browsing catalogs extensively. And 2, also I get to enjoy the game more and be immersed, where I'm not thinking about what I'm saying or recording at that time.
You lot hadn't been here?
But this was amazing, pulling into Valentine for the first time. How real it was, waiting for the train and being behind another carriage. It just really felt like you were in the Wild West.
Smell those sheep. Or is that Uncle?
Oh, very funny.
This looks like a decent little town.
Other people. Finally.
Look at all that snow on the mountains. Sure don't want to be back up there.
You think we
So
should
when
have
Dutch
been
was talking about this
with
town earlier, I assumed it was going to be about nothing, with just a small little town. And there's so much here, actually. I think the first time in here, I ended up spending close to an hour just browsing the shops.
Let's see what we got here.
Chair's always on the right. Sure, you can pick up some bounties there, Arthur.
Heaven forbid you put your head on the line.
That's a young man's game.
Ooh, yes. We can get up to some mischief here, all right.
Just remember, keep a low profile.
Will you remember that, though, Arthur?
So this mission's really just introducing you to your first town and how the general store works. And it's great how Rockstar manages to make a tutorial feel like an actual mission.
Here we are, just like I said. A cultural center of civilization. Man at his finest.
Uncle, what are we doing?
Well, we're gonna do what any self-respecting maniac does. Put the women to work.
With pleasure. We'll start at the saloon.
Okay, just stay out of trouble and don't get yourselves noticed.
Right, I need to get something from the stores.
Okay, well, we'll see you at the general store when you're done.
Come on, ladies. Imagine we're in Paris.
I imagine Paris and Valentine.
So that's how you see yourself, is it? A maniac?
Well, in my youth, I used to be known as the one-shot kid.
Okay. I'm not gonna ask why.
You are a sad man, Arthur Morgan. But I know you love me.
Desperately. You're my favorite parasite. No, ringworm's my favorite parasite. You're my second favorite parasite.
Very funny.
I lied. Ringworm, then rats with the plague, then you.
Shut up. This is the place now. Come on. Morning.
So, what do you need?
Hell, a drop of whiskey.
So the general store is pretty awesome. You can just walk around and browse the shelves, and you can pick up items and buy them right then, or you can even examine them and look at them. And then you can also go to the catalog and just browse everything that's on the shelves and stuff that isn't on the shelves as well.
Okay, if you're done, I'll meet you outside. I won't be too long.
So this catalog just about has everything you can need in the the Wild West. It's amazing. You got your food options and your medicine options, and then of course clothing options as well. And the clothing is so unique, and you can really just make your own character. It's not just picking outfits. You can select your vest, your shirt, your hat.
See this? Young folk got no respect for their elders no more. What do you reckon? The lamb or the sausage?
Well, this
I probably spent 20 minutes browsing this catalog and reading the different descriptions of the items. You can physically go in and actually read about the item, and all these advertisements you can read as well.
all done.
Thank you kindly. Ah, this should do the trick.
Yep, that's fine whiskey.
So in the dressing room, you can try on the different outfits, the different items, change their colors. And then also you can back out to just a list of all of the hats and just scroll down and see which one you like best instead of going through the catalog. Put a lot of thought into picking out a hat, even though I end up losing them every 5 minutes after they get shot off my head. You can also sell items at the general store. A lot of the stuff that's grayed out, it's probably because it's stolen. Or he just doesn't accept it. But most of that stuff's stolen off of corpses or out of houses. So I finished up shopping and I found Uncle again.
Oh, here's to your good health, sir. And to being down here off that mountain.
Absolutely.
It's a funny world, you know. This time in my career, I pictured myself being married to an heiress.
Gentlemen, I think I got something good.
And so my trouble in Valentine begins.
I snuck into this fancy house. Acted like a servant girl. Usually works. Someone was saying her sister was taking a trip from New York or someplace. Train full of rich tourists heading to Saint Denis and then cruising off to Brazil.
Okay.
A train laden with baggage and passing through a bit of deserted country at night as to get to the docks in time for the tides in some place called Scarlet Meadows.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, it's right out near New Hanover. Right, it's real quiet out there.
Sounds good. Where's Tilly and Karen?
I think at the hotel. They were picking up some drunken fellas that they was gonna rob.
Why?
It seemed easy. They have been gone for quite a while.
I guess I'll go see if there's any trouble.
Oh, there's Tilly over there. That does not look ideal.
Excuse me.
Thought I wouldn't find you, Tilly.
You can go kiss a damn snake for all I care. Get off me! Get off of me!
I've been looking.
Get your hands off of her.
Who are you?
A friend of mine.
Get the hell off of her, you son of a bitch.
Hey, take it easy. There's no problem here.
There will be if you don't get out of here right now.
You're making a big mistake, Tilly Jackson.
Just get lost.
I ain't doing this with you right now.
And that's how I handle
Go
business.
with Uncle and Mary Beth. They're across the street.
Okay. Thanks, Arthur.
Uncle, look after her. I'm gonna go see about Karen in the hotel.
Wrong door.
Can I help you, sir?
So this is the hotel.
I'm looking for a girl who came in here earlier with a drunk fella. Mid-20s, blonde. You'd remember her.
Yeah, they're in 2B upstairs. Are you, a friend of his?
A friend of hers.
So some of the camera angles indoors are a little awkward. I've noticed that throughout the playthrough.
Hey!
Hey, you!
A friend of hers.
Get out of here, buddy. I paid.
Ain't paid to hit her, you goddamn animal. Come here! Next time. Oh, wait. What the hell are you doing here?
Trying to play him? Not very well.
You okay?
Fine.
You sure?
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. Just men. But stupid bastard was boasting about the bank.
Bank?
Sure, I know small town banks are usually a waste of time, but this is a livestock town. There's lots of cash sometimes.
Okay. Keep investigating.
Only been in town for a little bit, and we're already talking about robbing a bank and robbing a
After
train.
you. Thank you, Arthur. I don't much like being saved, but when I have to be.
I understand.
You okay?
Sure. He only punched me. Arthur punched him a lot harder.
All right, then.
Hey, who's that guy over there looking at us?
Weren't you in Blackwater a few weeks back?
Me? No, sir. Ain't from there.
Oh, you were. Well, I definitely saw you with a bunch of fellers.
Me? No. Impossible. Listen, buddy, come here for a minute.
I saw you.
Come here.
Come on, get.
I don't like this. Me neither. Go get the girls home. I'm gonna go have a word with our friend.
Be careful, Arthur.
Just a word. Yeah!
So this was pretty awesome. I ended up having to chase him down for quite a while. Part of me was thinking that I didn't want to leave the town. I really wanted to still go see the gunsmith and the other things, and he kept taking me further and further away. But it ended up being worth it. This guy recognized me from Blackwater. And this is another opportunity to make a decision on whether I want to be good or bad.
Why are you telling lies about me?
No. I got it wrong, partner. I got it very wrong. Now please help me out.
I ain't never been in Blackwater.
Then why are you chasing me?
I've got an unfortunate face.
Yes, me too. Now please pull me up. Please.
All right.
So I helped him, but then when my brother did his playthrough, he actually pushed him off the cliff.
You okay, partner?
No, I am not. I'm a mess.
Well, you ain't dead.
There is that. Jimmy Brooks.
I think it's best for both of us if we pretend this never happened.
Well, I agree. You saved my life. You're a good man, and here. You want a pen? It's one of them steel ones.
Oh. That's very kind of you. But I'm not a good man, Jimmy Brooks. Not usually. You see, I was in Blackwater. I killed people. And maybe I should have killed you. Should I have killed you, Jimmy Brooks?
Me? I never saw you. Not now, not never. I think we have an understanding.
Of course we do. Jimmy Brooks. I will remember that. I've got a good memory.
I haven't. Not one lick. Not 1 cent in this year old mind. Come on. You have a nice day.
Headed back to Valentine to see what kind of trouble I can get myself in. This is pretty cool. This is the gentleman I stole the horse from, and I actually returned it to him.
Back, friend.
Oh, you really were just borrowing it.
Our first saloon. Great place to make a first impression here in Valentine.
Arthur, come here. Come over here. I want you to meet our friends.
Pleased to meet you.
Well, ain't you just a tough as teak mountain man?
Oh, you be quiet, Anastasia. Anyone can tell this one is a pussy cat.
Exactly. Yes, he's a pussy cat. Ain't that so, Arthur?
Whatever you say. How much you cost, anyway?
Well, ain't that a nice way to talk to a lady?
Oh, I didn't know I was talking to a lady.
Excuse me.
Well, I must say, you got a fine way with the women, amigo.
Yeah, regular dandy and a charm. Where's Bill?
Oh, man. I dread to think about it. Hey! There he is.
Watch where you're going. Take it
Are you
easy,
about to
pal.
kiss that guy
Take
or
it
punch
easy,
him?
huh?
And at this point, all hell breaks loose.
Come here, you these bastards. Come on, we can handle these.
This is a really cool scene, though. It's also a tutorial for the fighting, so you learn how to block and grapple as well.
Stop dancing around and fight.
Yep, lost my hat. I was kind of walking around trying to figure out who the hell I was supposed to punch, too. They all look the same, and I'm not too familiar with my gang members at this point.
Come here, you little greaser. You've earned this. Yeah, I didn't like I killed you, son of a bitch. You bum.
Punched him in the back of the head.
You want some too, huh? Come on, pretty boy. Pretty boy? You're kidding me. Pretty boy?
This fight was really tough. I actually thought I was going to lose. But I kind of figured out you block his punch, you got an opportunity to swing, so that was what I was going for, was just attempting to block.
Come on. I ain't even started. Yeah. You show, Tommy. Yeah. What you scared of, huh? You won't be so pretty.
I never attempted to grapple him. I don't even know if it would have let me, though. It's so cool with seeing yourself get muddy while you're fighting in the mud, too. That was a neat dynamic. I felt like Edward Norton in Fight Club right now.
Stop! Stop! Please! Please! I beg you, stop. Come, sir. You won the fight already. Surely that's enough.
What business is it of yours?
No business. No business, sir, but please, I beg you.
Making new friends again, I see, Arthur.
Look who we found sniffing about.
Josiah Trelawney.
The very same.
Well, I thought you'd gone to New York.
And miss all this glamour. You must be joking.
How are you?
Well, quite well indeed. I went to Blackwater looking for you gentlemen. You're not very popular there, it seems. Ah, Javier and Charles. I've missed you. And Bill looking as well as can be. Gentlemen, always a pleasure.
You're right. We ain't too popular in Blackwater.
We left a lot of money there.
And young Sean, it seems.
Sean, you found him.
Yes, I have. He's being held by some bounty hunters, trying to see how much money the government will pay them. I know he's in Blackwater, but there's talk of them moving.
Well, if we step foot in Blackwater... Well, then we're dead men for sure.
There'll be Pinkertons all over the place, but if he's alive, we gotta try.
Yeah, of course.
It's you they want, Dutch.
Always is. Charles, go find out what you can, carefully. Josiah, take Javier. Arthur, go get yourself cleaned up. Join them when you're ready.
What about me?
Looking at me, you wouldn't think I won that fight.
Exactly. What about
I am a mess.
What does that mean?
Oh, Bill, come on.
So I had two priorities right here. Getting my hat back and getting a bath. Just devastation in the bar. May not be open for a couple days. So I'm returning to the hotel.
Welcome back.
I need a bath. That's okay. Can you organize?
I got someone warming it up for you already. Just head down the corridor there.
And this right here is so cool.
Oh, it's, you.
Yes, it is. Last time I checked.
I really don't need any more trouble.
I didn't come to make any. I was just protecting a lady.
So yeah, you can bathe yourself and scrub certain body parts. Pretty extensive. Or you have an opportunity to spend 50 cents more and get some assistance. I have $168. That's 50 cents spent well.
Good. Now, don't you worry about a thing.
Hope the water's hot enough.
Sorry if I don't say much. I'm just kind of worn out right
Oh,
now.
of course.
Don't forget to wash the rest of me.
All right.
I would like if they give you the option to smoke that cigar or drink some of that whiskey while you're in the bath.
I reckon that bit's clean enough.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon you can wash somewhere else now.
Not a problem.
All right, that's perfect. Thanks.
Goodbye now.
So I'm all washed up at this point. Gonna head out and see what else I can find in town to do. On the map, I found another saloon, and there was a stranger mission in there.
Come on, sir. Try to remember what really happened at Sylvia's Saloon back in '76.
Just a lot of bunk.
I accidentally pulled my weapon out at him.
It's not bunk, Mr. Calloway, sir.
Who's your friend there?
Put that in your fucking book, Plato.
This is Jim Boy Calloway. The Jim Boy Calloway.
Who?
The gunslinger. Fastest left-handed draw that ever drew breath. He once killed 14 men in a fight at Lucy Hollow.
What are you waiting for?
How do you mean?
Well, I reckon right now, kill him yourself.
I don't want to kill him. I want to deify him. He's a god. I'm trying to write his biography.
And how's that going?
I think I prefer the duel. Either I'd kill him and be able to be Baltimore's finest ever gunslinger, or he'd kill me and I could be set free from ever having to speak to him again.
Well, you're starting to understand something very important.
What's that?
The joys of gunslinging. It's win-win, freedom or glory.
That's brilliant. I'm going to write that down, if I may.
Be my guest.
What's your name?
I don't have a name.
But you are a gunslinger.
Not really. I mean, folks who need shooting, I try and shoot in the back. All that other stuff, it's, well, bunk.
But you fought duels.
Once upon a time, I may have.
And you ain't interested in fame.
I don't think so.
Strange. But you like fortune.
I need money, sure.
Okay, then forgive me, mister, if I seem a little desperate. I am a little desperate. This book, I've got to make a thing of it, and, well, there's a whole list of gunfighters. Legends, every last one. Emmett Granger, Flaco Hernandez, Billy Midnight, Black Bell.
Never heard of him.
Maybe you can go and speak to them. Ask them about Calloway. Any of them get uppity, shoot them. I can't believe I just said that, but...
You want me to go and find some sad, deluded fools like him ask if he was the greatest, and then if they get uppity, shoot him?
Does sound a lot worse than it did in my head.
How much you paying?
Well, a lot. Half the proceeds of the book, if you help me get it written.
I'll see what I can do.
Ha! Oh, get photos.
Okay.
And there are notes on the back of those portraits that should lead you to him.
I'll see what I can find out.
I imagine we'll be stuck.
So now I have a camera and a list of gunslingers out in the world to find. Probably not going to rush through this mission, but I'm glad I got it early on. This seems like it's a good place as any to stop part 6. I hope you enjoyed the new format. I know for me, it was a lot more fun to do this way. I headed back to camp now, and if you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and leave me some feedback. Part 7 should be out shortly. Thank you.